Liverpool news is moving fast: transfers, big decisions, and major reactions. If you want every update explained clearly and honestly, subscribe now and stay connected with the Reds. Liverpool transfer news, 2 new targets on radar. As medical scheduled for today, Liverpool step up January transfer window activity after missing out on Crystal Palace defender Marc Guéhi to Manchester City. The January transfer window is in full swing, but Liverpool have been relatively subdued thus far, their only activity being the acquisition of Mortala Ndiaye from Amity and the exit of James Noyes to Shelbourne. However, given the ongoing issues in their defence, it would be wise for manager Arne Slot to move quickly to secure the best possible outcome for the 2025-26 season. Hopes of retaining the Premier League title they won last year are fading fast, as they currently sit 4th in the table, 14 points behind Mikel Arteta's Arsenal. It appears that Liverpool's focus may now shift towards securing a spot in European football for the 2026-27 season. However, the club suffered a minor hiccup on Saturday afternoon, drawing 1-1 with Burnley at Anfield. As a result, Reds fans worldwide may be hoping for some action before the February 2nd deadline to reignite the team's performance. In an ideal world, Liverpool's £35 million deal with Crystal Palace on deadline day would have gone off without a hitch, with the Reds bolstering their defence with one of England's premier centre-backs. However, fate had other plans for the 25-year-old Eagles skipper. A potential deal between the two clubs collapsed at the 11th hour, forcing Liverpool to rely heavily on the defensive pairing of Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahima Konate for the rest of the season, especially after Giovanni Leoni sustained a significant ACL injury in his debut outing against Southampton in the Carabao Cup last September. While Guéhi has continued to be linked with a move to Liverpool throughout January, with his Selhurst Park deal expiring this summer, he now looks set to join Premier League rivals Manchester City instead. Pep Guardiola's outfit emerged as frontrunners, following injuries to Ruben Dias and Josko Gvardiol, although Liverpool were understood to maintain their interest. However, the landscape changed this week when Oliver Glasner let slip during his PRA match press briefing ahead of Saturday's clash with Sunderland that the centre-back was close to departing, whilst refusing to disclose which club he would be joining. The Austrian boss said, "My latest understanding is that the deal with Marc is in the final stages. I cannot confirm the club because it's still not done, but in the final stages, and the result is that Marc doesn't play tomorrow for us." Reports now indicate that Guéhi is set to undergo a medical with Manchester City on Sunday, ahead of a £30 million move to the Etihad Stadium, leaving Liverpool back at the drawing board. Back in December, it was reported that Liverpool had initiated talks with Nico Schlotterbeck's representatives regarding a potential transfer. With Guéhi seemingly off the table, the Reds may ramp up their efforts to secure the Borussia Dortmund star this month. Insiders suggest that the centre-back is on Liverpool's radar along with Inter Milan's Alessandro Bastoni, and that the German player is not keen on renewing his contract with the Bundesliga giants, favouring a move instead. The 26-year-old, currently valued at around £50 million, has already showcased his talent in the Champions League and could be just what Liverpool need for their future plans. Liverpool has new coach on Arne Slot bench after Dominik Szoboszlai admission. Arne Slot has made a change to the coaching staff that surround him on game days, and there has been a promotion for set-piece analyst Lewis Mahoney following Aaron Briggs' exit. Arne Slot has promoted set-piece analyst Lewis Mahoney to his bench on game days after Liverpool sacked set-piece coach Aaron Briggs last month. The Reds have made a marked improvement when defending set pieces, having not conceded a goal from a set piece in any of the 6 games since Briggs' exit. Across the previous 18 games, Liverpool had conceded 12 goals from set pieces. Liverpool also seemingly saw the benefit of its analysts' work at the other end of the field on Wednesday night, as Dominik Szoboszlai opened the scoring in the 3-0 win Marseille with a free kick that he placed underneath the wall. "I got told that if no one is lying down, then maybe I can have a chance to hit it under the wall," Szoboszlai told TNT Sports in a post-game interview. "No one was lying down, so I tried it and it worked out." Read more. Ibrahima Konate mourns death of father after missing Liverpool game versus Marcella Redmore. Arne Slot can't help but aim dig at Jamie Carragher after Liverpool win. Hard to listen to you. Mahoney only joined Liverpool from Southampton in September, and in recent games he has been seen alongside Slot and his coaches on the bench, rather than up in the stands with other analysts, where he was usually previously situated. Meanwhile, Liverpool head coach Slot expressed the win over Marseille that he saw the response that he wanted to see from his team following the weekend's disappointing draw with Burnley. "I can say it one more time, having a draw at home against Burnley is not the standard of this football club," Slot said, "but we've created 3 or 4 times more chances against Burnley than we did tonight. But we scored 1 and tonight we scored 3. Even tonight, we created quite a lot of chances, by the way. Against Arsenal, the 0-0 draw earlier in January, we played a very good game. Against Burnley, in my opinion still, and everyone can disagree, we played a very good game." Goal scorer Szoboszlai added, "It's a very good result, I'm very happy. It's really tough, we knew it before, especially with this team, with this coach Roberto De Zerbi. We know what they are able to do and what he is able to do. We saw it in the Premier League when we played against Brighton and Hove Albion. But we knew, we were prepared, and we take the 3 points." Ibrahima Konate confirms Dad's death after missing Liverpool match. Liverpool defender Ibrahima Konate has posted the sad news that his father has died. Liverpool defender Ibrahima Konate has shared the sad news that his father Hamidi has passed away. Konate missed the Reds' Champions League clash with Marseille on Wednesday night, with the club confirming that he was elsewhere in France dealing with a family matter. The defender shared details of Hamidi's funeral, which will take place on Friday on his Instagram account, along with the words, "From him we come, and to him we return." Konate was not seen with the Liverpool squad at the club's open training session at Kirkby on Tuesday afternoon, and the Reds soon announced that he was absent from the travelling party to take on the League One side. They made no mention of Konate's absence from the squad in France, but when interviewed before the match by TNT Sports, Reds boss Arne Slot said that the family matter was very sad for the 26-year-old. In Konate's absence, Joe Gomez started in defence alongside Virgil van Dijk and helped keep a clean sheet in Liverpool's 3-0 win. Speaking after the match, Van Dijk said, "My thoughts are with him, Konate. I'm very happy to play with Joe. We are good friends, that helps as well. He played outstanding and was important in the first goal. It remains to be seen whether or not Konate will return to the squad for Saturday night's trip to Bournemouth, with Reds boss Slot facing the media at his press conference on Friday morning." Virgil van Dijk slams disrespectful Arne Slot question and explains Liverpool's squad stance. Liverpool captain Virgil van Dijk says the squad remained behind manager Arne Slot following the 3-0 win over Marseille. Virgil van Dijk has hit out at a disrespectful question for Arne Slot that saw the Liverpool boss asked if Xabi Alonso had contacted him over taking his job at Anfield. And the Reds captain insists the entire squad remained behind their head coach after a 3-0 win over Marseille in the Champions League left them well placed to secure qualification to the knockout stages. Slot, whose side are now unbeaten in 13 games, dating back to the end of November, was asked in his PRE match press conference on Tuesday in France if Alonso, who was relieved of his duties at Real Madrid earlier this month, had spoken to him about succeeding him in the Anfield hot seat. The Reds boss laughed it off, insisting it was one of the weirdest he had ever fielded in his career, and while Liverpool later chose not to place an official ban on the specific reporter, it is understood there were plans not to answer any further lines of questioning from that particular journalist had they been asked in the post-match press conference. "I think that was very disrespectful," Van Dijk said after the win. "Criticism is part of the game, we all know that, but I think it is also a reason why the journalist is not here at the game. I think criticism is part and parcel. For us, that's what we live with, and it's absolutely justified if you look at what we are doing in the season. Unfortunately for us, especially based on last season, I think we always work hard on things we can improve, but we also don't forget that with all the changes in the summer, with different faces and style of players, different combinations, you have to find training helps with that, matches even more. So it's been a very difficult part of the season for us players and the manager as well, but in my opinion he handled it very well. At the end of the day, we are in a results business and we all get judged. Players, the manager and everyone involved with the results, and that is what we are working on to improve on a consistent basis.